Few figures in history have inspired as much awe, curiosity, and debate as Alexander the Great. Conqueror of empires, founder of cities, and mythic hero of antiquity, Alexander's name echoes across millennia. Was he truly a visionary leader or merely a ruthless conqueror? Let's look into the extraordinary life of Alexander the Great, a story where history meets legend. Chapter 1: The Divine Origins of a King. Alexander was born in 356 BCE in Pella, Macedonia. According to legend, his mother, Olympias, believed he was no ordinary child. Ancient accounts suggest that on the night Alexander was conceived, Olympias dreamed of a thunderbolt striking her womb. His father, Philip II, reportedly had a vision of sealing her womb with the emblem of a lion. Some myths go further, claiming that Alexander's real father was Zeus himself, the king of the gods. This belief in his divine heritage was something Alexander would carry throughout his life, often portraying himself as a demigod destined for greatness. As a boy, he was restless and curious. His education under the great philosopher Aristotle exposed him to the works of Homer, particularly the Iliad, which became his lifelong guide. Legend has it that Alexander kept a copy of the epic under his pillow alongside a dagger. Chapter 2: A Crown Earned in Blood. At just 20 years old, Alexander's life changed forever. His father, Philip II, had united much of Greece under Macedonian rule, but was assassinated in 336 BCE at a wedding celebration. Some suspect Olympias played a role in the murder to secure her son's place on the throne. Alexander's ascension was not without challenges. Rivals within Macedonia and rebellious Greek city-states tested his claim. But Alexander moved swiftly, using both diplomacy and military might to secure his position. By 335 BCE, he had crushed rebellions in Thebes so thoroughly that the city was razed to the ground with only its temples spared. This brutal act served as a warning to others: defy Alexander at your peril. Chapter 3: The Persian Wars. Alexander's greatest ambition was to conquer the Persian Empire, a colossal force stretching from modern-day Turkey to India. In 334 BCE, he crossed the Hellespont with a modest army of 40,000 men. At the Battle of the Granicus, he achieved a swift victory, setting the tone for his campaign. One of the most dramatic confrontations came at the Battle of Issus in 333 BCE. Facing Darius III, the Persian king, Alexander's army was vastly outnumbered. Yet through masterful strategy and his fearless charge directly at Darius, Alexander routed the Persians, forcing Darius to flee and leaving his family behind as prisoners. Legend has it that Alexander treated Darius's captured mother, wife, and daughters with the utmost respect, earning their loyalty and admiration, a testament to his complex character as both conqueror and diplomat. Chapter 4: The Gordian Knot and the Pharaoh's Crown. While in Asia Minor, Alexander encountered the legendary Gordian Knot, a complex rope said to be impossible to untie. Prophecy foretold that whoever unraveled it would rule all of Asia. Alexander's solution: he sliced through it with his sword, declaring that he had fulfilled the prophecy in his own way. In Egypt, Alexander was welcomed as a liberator from Persian rule. At the Oracle of Siwa Oasis, priests reportedly confirmed his divine lineage. The details of what was said remain a mystery, but Alexander emerged convinced of his status as a son of Zeus. It was in Egypt that he founded the city of Alexandria, envisioning it as a center of learning and culture. This city would become one of the most important hubs of the ancient world, home to the famous library and the lighthouse of Pharos. In a grand Egyptian temple, Alexander was crowned pharaoh, uniting Upper and Lower Egypt. With the double crown on his head and the cobra emblem of divine rule, he became a symbol of both conqueror and unifier, blending Macedonian and Egyptian traditions. Chapter 5: Myths and Legends of the East. Alexander's march into the unknown took him to the edges of the known world. In Central Asia, he faced fierce resistance from nomadic tribes, including the Scythians. Some legends even claim he encountered mythical creatures, such as griffins and giant serpents, during his campaigns. In India, he faced one of his most formidable opponents, King Porus, who commanded war elephants at the Battle of the Hydaspes. Despite his victory, Alexander was so impressed by Porus's bravery that he allowed him to remain as a regional ruler, a rare act of clemency. Myths surrounding Alexander only grew. Some believed he sought the fountain of youth or aimed to reach the ends of the earth. Others spoke of his men's encounters with strange beasts and mysterious lands. Chapter 6: The Death of a Titan. In 323 BCE, after nearly a decade of campaigning, Alexander returned to Babylon. He was just 32 years old, but already ruler of the largest empire the world had ever seen. However, his body was failing. Accounts differ on how he died. Some say it was fever from malaria or typhoid, others whisper of poisoning. On his deathbed, when asked who should succeed him, Alexander reportedly said, "To the strongest." These cryptic words ignited decades of conflict among his generals, fracturing his empire into warring kingdoms. His vision of a united world collapsed, but his legend endured. Chapter 7: Alexander's Eternal Legacy. Though his empire fragmented, Alexander's impact was profound. He founded over 20 cities, spreading Greek culture and ideas across 3 continents. The Hellenistic era, born from his conquests, saw a fusion of Greek, Persian, Indian, and Egyptian cultures that shaped the ancient world. Alexander remains a figure of fascination, a man of contradictions, a ruthless conqueror and a visionary leader, a seeker of knowledge and a wielder of immense power. His story is not just one of history, but of myth, inspiring countless generations to dream of what lies beyond the horizon. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the life of Alexander the Great. But what if his story didn't truly end with his death? Rumors of hidden heirs and secret plans still linger in ancient texts. Could his empire have lived on in ways we've yet to uncover? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories of history's greatest figures, and perhaps a glimpse into the mysteries they left behind.